The last thing we have to do now is attach the shifter cable from the shifter on the right grip all the way back to the transmission back here. So you can see what I'm doing to attach that shifter cable. I just turn the whole unit around. We'll look at the front here and you'll see that here's the shifter cable. It's coiled up and it's wrapped around the front end. It's got a cable clamp here that actually goes onto your hub. It's coiled around here. We're going to uncoil it. Okay, so the shifter cable that was coiled up around the front end, we uncoiled it. Put it underneath here like this. I'm going to step on this side so you can actually see this being run. So now we're going to run the shifter cable. We've uncoiled it from the front end. Shifter cable starts up here at your twist grip shifter, runs down this way through one clamp, a second one here, there's a third one right here. You turn the cable about 90 degrees and it slides up into that clamping system like that. There's another one right here. Put it in there. Turn it 90 degrees. We're in that cable now, so we've got it run through here. There's one more under here before we get to the transmission. So we're going to take the cable and we're going to put it sort of up here through where the chain is. We're going to take the cable now and run it up behind the crank chain ring right here. We're going to turn it 90 degrees this way and get it. Okay, so now the cable is held in these clamps. One up here, two there, three there. The last thing we have to do is insert this into the shifting cassette pulley. Okay, so this cassette pulley rotates like that. And there's a little slot right there that's a cam slot. And that's where this little end fits into. All right, the nut stays on the outside, the cable points upward, and we're going to slide this into that little spot right like that. Okay, we're going to then guide the cable around underneath, pull this cable forward a bit. Okay, and we're going to take this piece of this cable end part right there. There's a little part, and it's going to fit up inside of the shifter arm right like that. Okay. Cable runs around underneath. Cable end piece fits into that little arm right there. I'll do it again for you. Okay. Take this out like that. It slides in like this. The cable follows this little groove around underneath. This piece slides back and up inside of the little arm right there. Okay? You'll notice that there's some extra cable appearing right here. We're just going to pull that towards the front and then up towards the handlebars. So we have some extra cable up here. The extra cable up here is actually allows us to raise these handlebars about 4 inches to adjust to the height of the rider. Okay, your machine is pretty much put together. We've got the ability to toe steer. We've got the ability to lean when we release this front brakes or front shocks. I'm going to turn it like this and show you a couple things. Okay, so handlebars are ready. We have a rear brake. See, it's not allowing the rear to move. We have a front brake here that stabilizes the front end. Both brakes together, very strong control over stopping the vehicle. The vehicle also is very stable in this plane as long as these front shocks here are locked. This cable comes up to a little switch right here, and there's a button. If you press this button, you will see that you release these shocks. They went down, and now this vehicle can lean back and forth through the turns. The ET Fusion will carve through the turns with some phenomenal speed and agility. If you want to lock this back into the stable upright position, say you approach a stop sign or stoplight, the thumb lever right here locks these when you push it down. Now it's stable again and it will not lean over. Okay, next thing to do is pump up the tires and go out for a ride. Here we go. your StreetStrider ET Fusion. Carving, 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 carving.